Oh, I am live. Oh my goodness, it has been ages and I have really missed doing this. Life has been happening, everything has been so busy, as you would all know, but I'm back again. All right, I am back again. So, welcome. If you're going to catch the replay, welcome. Happening, everything has been so busy, as you would all know, but I'm back again. All right. Wow. So, um, there's so many things to be grateful for. It's been a very busy period in my life, and then yeah, but I'm here today and I'm back again with a new series. Okay, so I did share a buzz yesterday where we'll be exploring some couple of topics, some couple of basically the main goal is clarity. November for me and hopefully for you will be a November of clarity. Okay, so we're going to be talking about different subtopics, and I hope that this inspires you or motivates you to seek to clarify what it is that you want for yourself, set your goals, and plan because you know we are entering into the new year. The new year is coming very soon, 2026. And personally, I don't wait until the new year before I I plan. But anyway, so first of all, I just want to thank you for joining the um 30 Days of Clarity series kickoff. Yeah, that is important. If you haven't followed me, follow, click subscribe. Not subscribe, I'm not on YouTube, but follow my page so that you will get notifications of when I'm live. All right. Um, right. So for a long time, you know, if you stripped my job title from me, right? Or if you stripped away my job title, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what was left. I didn't know who that person was left. Okay, so basically, my job title became my identity, right? And that was my story for a long time. Um, also, um, what you need to understand is we don't get lost through failure. We um, we get lost through relentless success. So for every promotion I had as a professional, every race it was louder than my command to sacrifice. It was a louder command to sacrifice more time for myself. So I found myself sacrificing more time, for myself, sacrificing more time, not necessarily for myself, but for that promotion, for that next ladder, for that next rung of the ladder. Okay. And you know, as an analyst, you are very good. I know, and some of you might know what I'm going to say next. As a project analyst, as a project manager, as an engineer, as whatever your profession is, someone in the professional field, we are very good at measuring performance with KPIs, profits, deadlines, and we then apply this same metric to our lives, and it tells us how we can optimize work because that's where the visible success is. So we are very used to measuring our success by you know, the profits, the KPIs, the deadlines. Not only that, there's the family cost as well, right? This is the pain of everybody that is working. So there is the job title pain, there is a high achiever problem, there is the analytical lie, there is a family cost where you just realize that missing your child's event, having zero energy for your partner, like you literally run through the day, you don't have time for your partner, or you're realizing that, oh my goodness, this 200 pound school trip that I purchased with the time I didn't have. So you just because you didn't have time, you will send maybe your child to a trip. You know, these are some of the pain that we are going through. These are some of the what we use to validate ourselves, and it's all well and good, right? And this is the reason why I decided to bring talk about this series because I have gone through this process where I've sat down and I've reflected and I've, broken it down into such a way that I can understand what it is for me and what it is for you listening to me today. So the next step is to now sit down and define your new self because you are not defined by your title, you are not defined by profits, you are not defined by the amount of money you bring home. Okay. And the most important part of this, my series, is separating your worth from your work's value. So your work value is different from your worth. Many of us do not separate, we don't know how to separate it. We feel that our work value is our worth, and that's not the truth. And we are all in this cycle, right? Your value is not your annual performance review. No, you are worth more than your annual performance review. Okay? Because it is important that we define you. You define who you are. When you look at your core, who are you? Many of us have lost ourselves. Like we don't even know who we are. We are been defined by our marriage. We are defined by our job. We've been defined by the children that we have. So these are things that we need to really sit down and get clarity in our heart and our mind. Who are we? Who are you? When all these things are stripped of me, who am I? Right? And that is what many people struggle with. They don't know their identity. You also need to remember that your title is a role. It's not a person. You are a bank manager before, that's your role. You're a doctor, it's your role. It is not you. You are a pharmacist, you are an engineer, it's your role, it is not you. Don't be consumed or subsumed by your title. Your title is not who you are. Your title is not who you are. It is because your title is a costume that we put on. You need to know who you are when you take that costume off. It's very important that you know who you are when you take off that costume. It's like when you go for yesterday was Halloween. Are you telling me now that those people that are dressed in Halloween costume, they are evil people, for example? No, it is just the costume. When they get home, they will take off the Halloween costume and themselves, the real selves will come out. So your job, your whatever it is that you have defined yourself by is just a title. If it is not what your innermost goal and it's not your innermost desire, it's not you, then it's not you, it's just a costume. So I'm gonna ask you a question. If you lost your title tomorrow, right? What are the three things you are still going to be truly proud of? All right? Because the goal is beyond the job title, beyond the job self. That is what we are focusing on today. Who are you? Who would you be if you lost your title tomorrow? What three things are you going to be proud of? I will leave you to ponder on that, okay? Because it is very important that we understand what we are, who we are actually, outside of our daily job, outside of our business, outside of whatever it is we do. Who are you? Who are you? This is something that you need to think about and reflect on and work out, think about it. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is clarity, versus action. So you can't start planning with purpose. Okay. So as I said in the beginning, we are going to follow a framework to talk about this clarity, 30 days of clarity challenge. All right. You cannot start planning with purpose, which is what we'll focus on in week 2, or build your income with integrity in week 3 until you know what you are meant to serve. What systems are you meant to serve? This thing has to serve you. If it is not serving you, then it's not you. It has to serve you, the person, not the role. Please remember, it is about who you are. If you take off your job or if you lost your title tomorrow, what are 3 things you are still truly proud of? This is a question you should reflect on. Sit down and reflect on it. It is vital. Who are you? Who are you outside of your job title? Who are you outside of your relationships? Who are you outside of your marriage? Who are you? We do not want to lose focus on that, okay? So the next thing is figuring that out, because we are going through a journey and I want you to join me on this journey. Because honestly, what I'm saying to you today is something I've carried out, and you can repeat this clarity thing once, twice in a year, once a year, twice. You repeat it. You can repeat it anytime you feel like you're losing your identity. Okay. So as much as I'm trying to encourage you to do the same, it's also something I'm also doing for myself. I'm asking myself exact same questions. All right. So you, whatever it is that you're becoming, it has to serve you. Whatever clarity you're getting, it has to serve you, your innermost person, your innermost version of who you are. All right. So now this is the next step. Now I am these things I've been thinking about is part of the reason why I you may or you may not know. For those that have been on my page for some time, you will know that I'm a digital business owner. In fact, if you look at my page, I've celebrated growth, which is of course an achievement as far as I am concerned. I don't know about you, but for me, it's an achievement, right? And for me, the business is not just a business. It's not just a business for me. It's about finding who I am. It's about doing something for me, like getting into my inner core and asking myself, what do I really, really, really want to do? Okay, who am I? What makes me happy? What kind of legacy or what kind of impact do I want to have for those that are in the business of being impactful? Because for some people, it's not their life goal to create an impact. They might have other goals, and this was why I decided to build my a system that provides me, leverage on the system that provides me income without, the time for money trade that we are all doing, right? Because beside the job, I want to do other things, but the problem I was having or the challenge I was facing was time. I just didn't have time. I do not have that time to do what I want to do. All right. So this was the reason why I started my own business, just so that I can stop, stop trading my time for money. Okay. So, but of course, along the journey, you would, of course, find out more about what I do as a digital business owner. That's not the focus of the topic today. It's more around your clarity. So, tomorrow, I will dive into the first practical exercise. All right. So, this is just an introduction because I posted today. I'm sorry I came out late. Some of you might catch the replay, some of you might not. You may watch it tomorrow. I have been in meetings, so I just had to do this today because today is day one, the 1st of November. And it is my hope that by the 30th of November, if you follow me through this series, you would have clarity on you, on what you want, on your goals, on your desires, on your dreams. Okay. So tomorrow, which is day 2, we will be diving into a practical exercise, which is creating a non-negotiable time budget, right? And it's just a way, because today is more of abstract, thinking about who you are, thinking about your reality. All right. So, I mean, if you watch the replay, thinking about reality, so we're going to be shifting to something that is more actionable, or planning, because for you to get clarity, you also have to plan, you have to put things in place, you have to sit down and think, you have to re-strategize. Okay. So, look, drop in an emoji, whatever it is. If you watch the replay, if you're catching me live, drop an emoji or a word in the comment that represents who you want to be, outside of your job. Because yes, many of us are subsumed, let me use that word, subsumed by our jobs. So make sure that you are following me so that you know when I'm live. Okay, make sure that you are following me so that you know when I am live. All right. Hopefully, it's not going to be too long. It's been a while that I came out live. I've been busy, life has been happening, but I'm back again. And I hope that you find this of purpose for you, really. I hope you find it of purpose for you. So make sure that you're following me if you're not, so that you get notifications and you don't miss day 2. We will be looking at non-negotiable time budget. But you first of all need to identify who you are. Okay, think about it. Are you defined by your job? Are you defined by your family? Is that you? Are you the one that is always missing your children's activities? Are you the one that is not always present? Or are you the one, you measure all these things, but you measure your success by your work? That's not you. I'm here to tell you that today. So let us find out who you are, all right? Let's find out who you are. So, anyway, I'm going to end it here and I hope to see you tomorrow. But whenever you catch a replay, like I said earlier, drop an emoji or a comment, a word in the comment section that represents who you want to be outside of your job. Drop a comment. In fact, let me put in a banner there so that it will show there for you that represents who you want to be outside of your job. Drop a comment. All right, create a banner. Whenever you watch the replay, thank you to the people that are watching me. Drop an emoji or a word in the comment that represents who you want to be outside of your job. Okay, that is what I'm going to end with this evening. Please, please, please follow me so that you can get notification and we will go through this journey of getting clarity of ourselves, getting that clarity that we need. All right, is very important. It is very important that we are not defined by the success of our jobs. No, because that is just a title. A job is not who you are. Your job is just a title, it's not your person. Okay, that's just a gentle reminder. And if you didn't know that before, know it today. You are not your job title. You are who you are. Drop an emoji or word in the comment that represents who you want to be outside of your job. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good evening.